Earlier this year, Harrison and I came to Collecticon to pick out raw cards to grade. It was a very successful mission, especially for Harrison, who picked out some Pokemon cards that graded PSA 10s, and he made a few $1,000s from this show. So we're back today to do the same thing. We're going all around the show floor of Collecticon to look for sports and Pokemon cards that hopefully we can grade and flip for profit. So what we're looking for when we find raw cards today on the show floor are cards that exhibit 4 really good qualities. The first thing you're going to look for is centering. We need cards that are perfectly centered left to right and top to bottom on the front of the card. The second thing we're going to look for are corners. The corners can't show any whites, they have to be sharp. The third thing we're looking for are edges. The edges also have to look sharp with no white or fraying showing. And the fourth thing we're looking for is the surface. No surface scratches, no print dots, no dimples, a perfectly clean surface that's worthy of a Gem Mint 10. I wasn't expecting to sell any of my sports cards today, but he walked up to me and wanted to buy some sports cards, and there's not many sports cards here at Collecticon. So I'm like, all right, you know, maybe I'll pick up a little cash. Maybe I'll invest it in a nice Pokemon card while I'm here.
Just wanted to show you these.
That's awesome. Oh, and then that's the Josh Allen. Yeah, I had one of those last year. Yeah, the Absolute RPA. That's like a good value Josh Allen RPA. No, I actually still might have one of those. I appreciate it though. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, look at that. If I had seen that one in the showcase at Cards HQ, I might have picked that one up myself.
Beat you to it.
The Peyton Manning's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So this one, I think this one's probably appropriately stickered.
Yeah, I agree with
It was hovering around 300. The last one actually went for 398, which is kind of high.
Yeah,
so I had it at 315.
I think that's good.
Let me see what the night moves do. Actually, no sales in a, doesn't look like any sales in a 9. So a 10 did 307.
Takes you half.
Yeah,
150-ish.
yeah. So I'd be a 150 on the night moves.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, Raw just did 215, which is
Interesting.
a little high.
Yeah, a big fan
I
of
think
that.
850 is pretty much spot on that Aaron Judge card.
Why haven't you
but
thought about grading it possibly?
I just honestly picked that up.
Oh, cool.
I haven't looked at it that closely. 295 last PSA 10 sales, so I dropped that one to 300 to like I dropped that one to 295.
Okay, cool. Would you be able to do 1,000 for the 2?
With that card being thrown in or no?
Yes.
With the card being thrown in?
So 1,075 full.
Okay, so he just offered me, for the Aaron Judge card and for the Stan Musial card, he's offered me $1,000 plus he's going to throw in this Peyton Manning card, which is kind of cool. Not a super valuable card, but it is an orange refractor PSA 10. So we had the value of that card at around maybe $75 or so. So it's basically $1,075. Yeah, I think that's a fair offer. I would do that.
Appreciate
There we go.
you.
Good
Nice
deal.
meeting you. Good
Nice
deal.
to meet you as well.
I'll still look at
All right,
you.
let's roll, buddy. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Was that boring for you? Yes. Do you want to go look at more Pokemon? Yes? Okay, let's go look at more Pokemon.
First, can you grab the Trinity birds for me?
106. I have one that's still sealed as well.
Yeah, he likes trying to buy them and grade them.
Yeah.
So anything lightly played is probably not going to be.
Yeah.
Just looking at all of these, trying to help Harrison out here. I'm his grading pre-screener. Then he'll come in for the final evaluation. Just seeing if I see any that have.
Right now,
The first thing I'm looking at is centering, right?
Okay.
So I'm looking at left-right centering and top-bottom centering.
Which one's the no
Then I'm
pile?
flipping over and seeing if I see any white on the corners or edges. Those are kind of your 2 most basic checks on a Pokemon card. I've seen a couple so far that look good to me. And then we'll let Harrison come in for the master evaluation here. These 3 look pretty good to me. This is the pile of ones that didn't look so good to me. That one's off center.
Where's the whitening? I don't see any whitening.
I don't see any white on that one. There's a little mark, but it was on the sleeve, not on the card. Little left-right centering on the back is off.
But back doesn't matter as much.
That is correct. The front looks a lot better on that. Yeah, I mean, the front looks well centered to me. If you look at that border going around the card, and then the distance on the other side of the border to the 4 edges, it looks even to me. The back is a little off center, but they don't really evaluate the centering on the back nearly as hard as the front. And it's not badly off centered. This one looks pretty good to me. All right, these were the 4 cards here from my initial look that I thought you would have the best shot at grading. Why don't you take a close look at those 4 and see if you notice anything on them. I thought they all looked pretty good, but you might notice something that I don't.
That's good.
What's that?
That's good.
Yeah, that one looks good to me too. It looks better than this one. This one's off center, top, bottom. So when you're evaluating the centering of a card, you've got to evaluate both the left, right, which is obvious to more people. You've also got to evaluate the top and the bottom. And what I'm seeing on this version of the card is I think it's not as well centered in either respect as that version of the card.
All right. Yeah, I thought no on these 3.
You didn't like those 3?
Yeah,
but you like that one?
I like this.
Okay. So what's he have that one stickered at in terms of price?
I think it was 106, right?
Yep.
SM210. You can type that in.
SM210. Just type the card number in to Market Movers. Yeah, it comes up right away when you type in the card number, right?
Yeah.
That's the card right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So PSA 10's doing about 306, PSA 9 about 66. Raw around 100, interestingly. So Raw definitely outdoing PSA 9, which is actually kind of unusual. Actually, that last PSA 9 sale was just a really low sale. Typically, they were doing more around 100 plus in PSA 9. So that sounds about right, yeah. And Raw around 100. Yeah, so I mean, he's got that, what does he have, that 106?
106.
Yeah, so I mean, he's got it pretty close to market on that. That's a pretty fair sticker.
Can you do 95?
Cool?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, there you go. Good negotiation. You got $11 off the sticker price. Seems like a good deal.
Appreciate it, bud.
Thank you.
There you
so
go.
much, man.
Excuse me? Can I see a couple cards in the case?
What are you seeing on that one?
Centering left, right.
Yeah, both of these, I see centering issues on both of these as well. So this one right here, I'm seeing quite a bit thicker bar on the top, that gray, than I am on the bottom. So this is shifted down the image, so that one's gonna be a little bit off center. And then this one has a left-right centering issue, where the bar on the left side, the gray, is thicker than the bar on the right side. So that image is shifted a little too far to the right. So in both of these cases, I think that would cause these cards to not get a perfect 10 grade. Probably you'd be fighting for a 9 grade if you were to grade them, and then obviously you got to see what the back looks like and everything as well to see if it would get knocked down further from there, or maybe there's some surface problem with them as well. So, oh, there's your Zekrom.
Yeah, that's English though. Zekrom.
Oh, that's the English version.
That's why it's more expensive.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's the one you pulled when we were in
Snorlax?
Singapore, right?
Yeah.
But you pulled
Snorlax.
the was it the Chinese version?
What? No, I pulled the Japanese.
Japanese version. My bad. So on the Zekrom, I can tell that one's off center, left, right as well.
Gang
So
bars?
once again, if you look on the left bar of that card versus the right bar of that card, you can tell the right one's quite a bit thicker than the
Alright,
left
that's
one.
good.
So that one's got a left-right centering. This one to me looks quite a bit better centered. So if you look at this one, you can see like the top and bottom approximately equal, left and right approximately equal. So from a centering perspective, this one to me looks solid. So the next thing you're going to want to do is flip it over and see if you see any white on the edges or corners. If you see any white dots on the edges or corners, that's when you've got, a corner issue or an edge issue. He just handed this to me. Look at the centering on that card. You want to talk about a card with a centering issue? Look how thick that border is to the almost non-existent border on this side of the card. That one qualifies as the centering on that one, just a bit outside. Okay, this one I do think is pretty solid here.
I thought this was solid.
You think that one's
let's
solid?
Switch.
Okay, let me look at this one. Harrison thought this one was good, and I handed him the one that I thought was good.
Your eye sometimes is not very great.
My eye's not great?
Sometimes.
What are you seeing an issue with it? Or are you just talking smack to me like randomly?
There's a little whiting.
There's a little white? Where was the white? You're talking about on the top? Or where?
No, corner.
There's white on the corner?
Why can't you see it?
Oh. Yeah,
your eyes
I mean,
just-
gosh, that's picky.
No, but like I'm gonna be picky. I'm gonna be picky.
You really think there's enough white there to cause that thing not to gem?
Yeah.
What? I don't know. That's so high degree of picky there.
Also, I feel like a little top to bottom on this.
Oh boy. Harrison's rejecting my grading expertise here. All right, that's fine. You're the boss. You're the boss here. This one looks pretty good.
Yeah, I thought that looked good.
Slightly bigger bar on the front, on the bottom than on the top, but it's very slight. It's probably within the acceptable range of like 55-45. Do you see the top bottom? I think it's ever so slightly off center from a top bottom perspective, but it's very slight. This card I would feel comfortable grading.
Let me see it.
I would feel good about that one. I think you got a pretty good card there.
All right.
You want to look up the market on that card in Market Movers?
Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of a cheat code, by the way, in Market Movers, guys. Just type in the card number. If you're dealing with Pokemon, just type in the card number. Like we just typed in 184 out of 159, and it's finding all the sales for the card right away. It saves you from having to type out the entire name of the card or anything like that.
So this is a pretty good deal.
So raw for 130,
185,
185, 125, 145, 125, 153, 135. He's got it stickered at 140. So I think you offer just slightly below that, but I mean overall the sticker is relatively fair on that card.
I'm gonna try 120.
Okay, that's an aggressive offer, but try as you may.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Could I try to get 120 on this?
120 might be a little bit low for me. I think the lowest I could go would be 130 on that.
125.
Sure.
All right.
True.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Well, Harrison's got a couple of cards so far that I think they look like really good candidates to grade. I think he's doing well. He's being very picky, very selective, as you can see. I mean, we just went through, about 10 or 15 cards there for the one that we picked out that we felt was the best candidate for grading. And if you're trying to buy raw cards and grade them for profit, you've got to be very, very selective. Like the grading standards are tough. You got to find the perfect copies to submit to grading if you're actually going to do this profitably. I mean, that's pretty close.
No, that's like, Dad, that's like 30-70.
No, it's not 30-70. Give me a break. I can see the top. You're saying the top bar is slightly thicker than the bottom bar. Is that what you're saying?
Dude, that's like 35.
No, that's pretty close. That's a lot better center than 90% of the Pokemon cards here.
What are you talking about? That is like 35-65.
That is not 35-65.
Yes, it is.
Maybe 40-60. Maybe 40-60.
Whoa, I don't know about that.
You are being highly critical, my son. Highly critical.
You're tweaking.
I'm tweaking? What do you mean I'm tweaking? Hold on, I gotta look at these ones.
Yeah, I look faster.
This kid's trying to fire me from my job. I'm his grading assistant, and he's literally trying to fire me from my job. Okay, what about that one? That one looks decent. That one looks decent to me.
No!
What?
Left, right, and top to bottom.
Oh, come on.
Dude, top to bottom again is like 30-70.
Oh my gosh. You're tweaking. You're tweaking.
What are you talking about?
You're tweaking now.
All right. Is my dad or me tweaking? It's definitely dad. It's definitely my dad.
Okay, so so those are all a no for you.
These are no's.
Sorry about that.
Sorry. You've been off on every single one all day, except for one.
All right, hold on. Oh my God, these things like magnify. No wonder you can see that it's so good. I need these things. I'd be able to tell centering like perfectly. You know what? You're off center.
They're a little.
You're off center. You're messed up. You're top, bottom, and your left, right. You're all messed up right now.
They're a little, they were like,
On my nose?
All right. Let's look at these. We might spend like a lot.
Okay, you start going through those. You do the initial evaluation.
All right, I'll finish all these before you finish those.
What?
I said I'll finish all these before you finish those.
Because I'm meticulous. All right, let me hold these further away. Harrison feels like I got a depth perception issue here. But this one looks pretty good to me. It's slightly top bottom, slightly left right. I mean, it's pretty close, but I don't know. That one might be a little bit off. So that one's got a little bit of white. The centering on this one looked good. I was excited about it, but you see that little white right there? That little white's going to cause that one to not gem. So that one's in the no pile. That one looks pretty well centered to me. Now, of course, Harrison's going to come along in a minute and tell me this is horribly centered. But to me, it looks pretty well centered. Although, is that a little nick? See how that's catching in the light? That might be a little nick on top of the card right there. If that's a little nick, that would cause that not to gem. I think it is. So I'm going to put that in the no pile. Maybe. Little left-right issue on that one. Tiny little bit of white right there. Super tiny little bit of white. That may be enough. Centering looks solid on that. I think I might have found my one that I'm confident in. Out of this entire pile, look at all of these Bulbasaurs. Look at all of them. All of these Bulbasaurs, that's the best copy. That's the one. That's the winner. We'll see if it gets by Harrison's screening next.
Finish.
But that's the one that I think has got the best opportunity to 10 out of this entire pile. So we'll see. What do you have here? You got a few that you like?
These are maybes.
Those are maybes.
This I thought was a yes for sure.
Okay. I think this one is a yes for sure. Don't try to bust me. Just admit how good the centering is, how good the edges.
The edges are not, no, the corners are not good.
What? What are you talking about?
There's
Where?
whitening there and there.
What's he talking about? Maybe he's right. There is a little white right there.
I take it out of the
I think
sleeve.
he's right.
Yeah, of course.
I think he's right. All right, let me look through his ones.
Now this is pristine.
You like that one?
Yeah.
All right, these are my two maybes. Those are my maybes.
Let me go ahead and bust you on these. Top, bottom, center. That's like 50, that's like 60-40.
Man, you're being picky. Goodness gracious, you're being picky. Okay.
Looks like you got one card passed.
You like that one?
I like this one.
You like that one?
I like that one.
Oh, you know what?
I got one passed? You think that one would gem? Look at that. Got one. Passed Harrison. The Harrison Grading Academy approved one of the cards that I pulled out of the pile. You're hitting your wrist to get the card to pop up? I've never seen this before. How did that work? That's like magic.
You pull thousands of dollars worth of cards out like with your fingers?
Yeah.
That crazy damages the cards.
What?
That damages the cards.
Well, no, I mean, I'll use the table sometimes. I've never like hit my wrist.
You do this. Look at this.
I know.
You hit your... I've never seen that before.
And then the card comes out.
Wait a minute. So you hit right here?
No, hold it all of them. That's not how you do it.
It's not working.
I feel like this might be 40-60 on the top to bottom. It's either 45-55 or 40-60.
I think it's good enough if you want my opinion, if you want my professional opinion. Yeah, I don't know.
You're still in the basics.
It's close. It's close.
You're still in the basics. You can't be talking.
I think this is good enough. I really do.
You think so?
I think so.
I'll be sad when that gets an 8.
An 8? That's not getting an 8.
I mean...
I think that's good enough. Send it. Send it. Buy it and send it. Okay, I'm saying no on that one. I'm rejecting it.
All right, what did you think yes on this?
I'm rejecting your maybe. How does that feel? How does that feel? That I'm rejecting your maybe.
Yeah,
How does that feel? How does that feel, huh? How does that feel? Hey.
Did you say yes to this?
Yes, I think so. Did I look at that one? I think I said yes to that. No, this one I'm rejecting. I've rejected this one as well. So look, I'm rejecting this one because it's like got a fuzzy edge. You see that? Really? It's got kind of a white fuzzy edge right there. I don't like that at all. I don't think that's
on the card.
I don't like that at all.
That's not on
No,
the
it is.
card.
It is. That's the problem. The card's got this like white fuzzy edge to it. It was cut strangely.
How is
No. Look at all that fuzz.
No.
This one, trust me, this one, no
No,
bueno.
let me see.
No. That one's like a 7. That's your worst assessment yet. That's a pre-grading screening fail.
Oh.
Look at that. You're gonna send that for grading?
No.
Show the
No,
camera.
no,
Show the
no,
camera.
no,
Let's show the
no.
camera how big of a
No.
mistake you made. Let's show the camera. Look at that edge. It's all frayed. Look at all that white along the edge. That thing looks like it was like someone took a pair of scissors and like did like some wacky cut on that, or someone like rubbed it along like a hard surface.
No one asked you.
Thank you. How much do I have to charge you tuition to the dad school of pre-screening?
First of all, I can kick you out of my school.
All right, what are we seeing? Have you picked out what cards you want?
All right, these three. 90, that's 135. 135 in total.
Okay, do you need to look up the market on those cards, or do you know what the market is?
I generally know what the market is.
You think those are fairly priced?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot her a low ball offer.
Shoot her a low ball offer. All right, okay.
All right. Would you do like 110 on these?
I'd like to get 125 on them.
115?
I'm sorry. Especially because you're going to grade them and get those stats too. But
Any lower?
I probably wouldn't be able to go too much lower because we buy really high. That's like our whole buy.
What about coin flip 120, 125?
I can do it.
Okay. Heads.
Fair and square.
All right.
Ready?
120?
Good job.
All right, guys. I just got the Suicune V from Crown Zenith. I also got the Enzorua Pokemon Center promo from Journey Together and the Pikachu.
So one thing that I liked about that table in terms of being able to find raw cards to grade was they had very few graded cards at that table. That dealer dealt in raw cards almost entirely. And that's a good sign when you're going around a show like this. If you find a dealer that has a lot of graded cards on their table, chances are they probably have already evaluated their raw cards for grading, and the ones that are raw may be the ones that they felt like couldn't grade well. But if you find a dealer that mainly deals in raw cards, then they may not be doing that much grading evaluation on their own, because their business model is just to buy cards raw and flip them raw and not take the time to grade. Those are the tables where you can sometimes find some real gems that if you buy and grade, that's your opportunity to profit. All right.
Black Bolt.
Any, that's the
All right.
best possible spot. Now you gotta pick which pack you want.
Can I have Paul Giant Fates? Thank you.
Oh wow, you did good. You got a more expensive pack.
Yeah.
Here we go, here we go. Good luck, sir. Come on.
Oh.
That's still a hollow. It's a cool card. Maybe not the hit you wanted. It's pretty cool though. Thank you for the opportunity. Appreciate it. Thank you. It's so much fun to go to a card show like this. But if you can't make it to a Collecticon or another card show near you, the next best thing is to go on to Whatnot. Because 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Whatnot is live with tons of different sellers, breaking boxes, ripping packs, and selling singles. In fact, at Cards HQ, we have 5 different channels on Whatnot, including a Pokemon channel where we do Pokemon stuff all the time, plus lots of great sports card channels. And if you haven't been on Whatnot before, I want to hook you up right now with $15 free on Whatnot. All you have to do is scan that special QR code on the screen or use our special link in the show description below, and you're going to get $15 off your first purchase on Whatnot. I just found some sports cards here at Collecticon, and they've got some cards that I'm thrilled to see. Look at this, guys. I have one of these cards. I'm humbled to own one of these 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. Star Rookie cards with the autograph in a PSA 10 Auto 10. That is a very rare variant of that card where you get the auto and you get the perfect 10 on the auto and the card grade. It is unbelievable how those have gone up in the market over the last couple of years. He's got his stickered at $30,000, which is not crazy based on how the market has been rising and rising on those cards. An unbelievable investment piece. It's cool to see that one here. But he's got a lot of other nice ones in the showcase as well that I'm gonna feast my eyes on, and who knows, maybe we'll get a big deal done right now. Thank you. So first of all, I've got to ask you about the card that you've got here that you say you don't even have a price tag on it. It just says offers.
Yep.
That is
True RPA.
true RPA.
Yeah, 1 of 1.
One of one. Shohei Ohtani 2018 National Treasures Baseball True RPA 1 of 1. That's absolutely incredible. What kind of offers have you gotten on that? What do you think that's probably worth?
I got an offer for 60. The insert did 27, I think. So I mean, I don't think I would move for less than 6 figures.
You want 6 figures on that card? Okay, so I pulled out 4 totally different types of cards here, and I'm going to talk about each of these. So this Derek Jeter card is really interesting to me. First of all, I love the molten metal cards from Skybox Molten Metal, the Molten Metal Fusion cards. I think they're a super cool look, and these are really, really hard to get in a gem mint grade. So hard, as a matter of fact, that this Derek Jeter is just a pop 3 in a gem mint 10 grade. These cards are numbered to 500. You can see right on the back, this is card number 182 out of 500. Lamine Yamal is interesting as well, just with the World Cup around the corner. That's his true blue auto. The crazy thing is, in a PSA 10, that's a $9,000 card. That card was so much less than that a year ago. So much less, so much less. So his market's already gone crazy. You have to worry a little bit about how much World Cup fever is already built into the price of that. This is an interesting one. Paul Skeens. Now, Prism is not licensed for baseball, right? This is an unlicensed card. Normally, I would stay away from that from an investment standpoint. However, the black gold on Prism, such a cool color match with the Pittsburgh jersey. I mean, you can't get a better color match than like the black and gold with Pittsburgh. That looks super cool. And what's interesting to me about this one, you know, today we're talking about raw cards to grade. Well, it's an SGC 10. So is this the type of card that you could flip to PSA? Is this a crack and regrade opportunity? Maybe it goes to PSA, maybe that makes it more valuable. That's why I'm kind of interested in that one. And then finally, I pulled out a Drake London 1 of 1, just because we're here in Atlanta. His stuff is hot. Maybe that's one I pick up and just take back to Cards HQ. The two that I think are kind of interesting me the most right now are the Paul Skeens card and the Drake London card. The other 2 cards, the Jeter and the Yamal, they're great cards. They got big stickers on them. There's some justification for the sticker, particularly on the Jeter, but I'm probably not going to go that heavy into those 2. But the Paul Skeens is interesting. What I did find in Market Movers, I didn't find any graded ones, but I did find that raw one of those did $700 earlier this year. So he's got it stickered at $2,000. I think that would be the right price if it were a PSA 10. It's an SGC 10. I think that's a little aggressive for an SGC 10 in terms of pricing. The question is, can you flip it to a PSA 10? If you could, then you can get that kind of price out of it. And that's really what you would want to look at there. So I'm going to look at this card conditionally in just a minute to see if I think it would flip or not. The other one that's interesting to me is that Drake London, being here in Atlanta. And you know, this is a 1 of 1 card, so you're not likely to find comparable sales on it. But I do know what the Prism went for because I bought it. So I'm going to kind of negotiate based off that, and we'll see where we end up on these 2. So while I absolutely love this Paul Skeens card, what I'm seeing is I don't think the centering on it is particularly good. Look at the left-right centering. I think that, you know, the left bar on the card here is a lot thinner than the right bar. This got an SGC 10. I think they were a little lenient on that card. And based on the left-right centering, I don't think that would qualify. I don't think that would fit PSA's centering requirement of 55-45. I think that one's PSA 9ing. I don't think it's PSA 10ing. So the idea of, let me buy an SGC 10, crack it, and flip it to PSA, with this particular card, I don't think it's going to work. Look on the back of the card as well, and you can still see the same centering issue, right? If you look at the space there versus the space there, now the graders are more lenient about the back of a card, but really what you're seeing here is that the back of the card is indicative of the front of the card as well. You've got this same, a little bit off centering, and to be completely honest with you, I'm surprised SGC gave it a 10. I don't think, because of the centering on that card, I don't think it's a 10. PSA is not going to think it's a 10, so unfortunately I'm going to have to pass on that, because the only way I get the value back out of it, if I were to crack it and send it off and were to get a PSA 10, I don't think it would. And so this card, unfortunately, it's a pass for me. How did you come up with a $700 price on the Drake London?
Actually, somebody offered me that on eBay.
Somebody offered you $700 on eBay. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly how I came up with it, honestly.
That's fair. I would pay 600 for it. 600 cash. Done? There you go. Awesome. Good deal. That's great. There you go. Perfect. That's nice. Hey, I walked away with a nice card. It's not a raw card to grade, but it is a nice card here for my Atlanta Falcons, a Drake London 1 of 1. Beautiful card, nice rookie 1 of 1 card. So let me go ahead and get this deal done, and then I'm gonna go look around for some more raw. All right, I lost Harrison. While I was off looking at sports cards, Harrison took off to look at more Pokemon. Here he is here. What's up, buddy?
Hello.
Any luck? Did you find any more while I was looking at sports cards?
No.
No? Okay. All right, that's cool. I did buy a nice sports card. I bought a 1 of 1.
1 of 1 what?
Drake London. Do you know Drake London?
Isn't that the Atlanta Falcon who was supposed to be good but sucked?
No. You're right about the Atlanta Falcon part. He's our wide receiver number 1. He's going to be great. He's fantastic. He's awesome. What's up, Collecticon? You guys having a good time? I found my way over to the Cards HQ booth. We're set up here at Collecticon. Ryan, how's the day been going?
It's been absolutely incredible. I absolutely love this show.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Look at this booth.
Yeah, this booth looks great, by the way. Kudos to the team here. You guys have a really nice setup going. So what has been hot at the show for us?
Believe it or not, Labubus.
Oh my gosh. What is with these Labubus? What is with Labubus? Selling, buying?
We've been selling Labubus. We haven't been buying. There's a guy at the buying counter right now. He has a couple of Labubus for sale, but we've been selling cars, we've been selling wax, we're selling some Chinese Pokemon.
Yeah, look at this.
Umbreon collections.
Looks like we got a deal going on behind us, a big deal going on right now.
We're selling out of sports cards. I've been told we didn't bring enough sports.
Yeah, well, there's not a whole lot of sports at the show. We've been hunting around for it for this video, but cardshq.com, check it out. It is a great place to buy all the cards that we pick up at great shows like this. And that's a wrap. What a successful day at Collecticon. You have fun?
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome, and I'm real curious to see what our cards come back at. Hopefully there's a lot of 10s in our future. Make sure to check out our grading reveal video in the future. So like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out Market Movers as well. Go to sportscardinvestor.com and click Market Movers in the main menu bar to get started for free today. We'll see you soon with our next video. Take care.